Okay, we'll keep going. Hopefully the game doesn't throw me out again, but there's Kamikaze so far, who set the fastest lap, is a 7.281, so that is a really good lap time, and that is a massive challenger for pole. However, we'll see what the likes of Koda, Zodzi, and Yuki Bear as well, the championship leader, will see what they can do. But yeah, it's been a pretty close session so far.
Definitely has. During the break, we've seen a lot of people improve on their lap times, like Yuki Bear, Zoddy. I don't think Zoddy's coming out for a second run, but definitely Kodo and Kamikaze. Just obviously the track is getting better, so expect those lap times to just skyrocket in a minute. We're basically down to the last laps for these drivers.
Yeah, so with 4 minutes to go, Boltsaru, I think he's just done a lap. He's gone up into 6th with a 107.507. And the majority of the grid in the 107, so setting some really competitive lap times. It has been very close, and that's what you love to see. We'll see what Dido, Fish, and I think Corporate John Cena, that is Kahoot, and Top, we'll see what those lads can do as they are going to be coming out and doing their final runs shortly. Very quiet on track at the moment.
Definitely is. So everybody just finalizing their tires, just waiting for that right time to go out on track. Obviously, everybody will want that cheeky little slipstream from behind. So it'll be interesting to see when these drivers can pull the trigger and see if they can, if they had the chance to give a slipstream, just get close to their opponents just so they can get themselves further up the grid. But we've seen a lot more drivers coming out on track now. So we'll see. We'll see how this one pans out.
Yeah, and Boltsaru, he's going to be cutting it close. He's just coming into the pits now, so we'll see if he can get back out. But he's going to be cutting it kind of close, I think. And MJ
Interesting
Roller.
to see. Interesting to see MJ Roller keeping going on these soft tires. I reckon he's done about 3, 4 laps on this set, so a little bit of invalidations for that. So nice, and let's see if he can improve on his time as he's only 50 thousandths off his time. Don't invalidate on that curve. He's in the second sector. Everybody else is slowly coming out, but the only one on a lap is MJ Roller, which he stayed out. He's got a lot of fuel. Oh, there's a Red Bull there just saying hello. As through sector 2 he goes. Down to second gear. Uses that curb. And Carl Beniza has a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking.
Oh no, that's not what you love to see. I think he was trying I think he slowed down for a little bit too long in front of another car, and that is going to give him the 5-place grid pen, unfortunately for him. As MJ Roller, I don't think he was able to improve. He might have enough fuel to go again, depending on how much time's left in the session, but that is, yeah, 14th for now. As Zodzi, he is on a lap. He's not far up in the first sector, however, we'll see how he goes in this middle sector. Crosses the line. He's actually 500ths down, so he needs a really good run up to the line here if he wants to improve. He doesn't have enough battery. He's burned it too much of it throughout the lap, and he'll cross the line, and it won't be an improvement. He will stay in third.
So Yukibear was the first one to start his lap. He's only 38 thousandths up on his time. So the championship leader is finding small amount of time, but he just needs to nail this lap. Hits that corner beautifully as he rounds the left-hander into sector 3. He's gone purple sector 2. So here comes Yuki Bear deploying all that ARS. He saved a lot of it up. This can help the drivers with all this ARS as he comes towards the line. It's a 107.235. He goes provisional pole. What can these guys do behind? Kamikaze now. He goes pole.
Oh,
It's a 107.2.
That's
And
close.
three milliseconds. Wow.
Yeah, code is invalidated, so that will be his session done. The next will be Techie. He's actually 400ths down in the first sector, giving, I think that's Carl Faniza, a massive toe. So coming down this final corner, it's going to be key to get the final corner exit absolutely spot on. And I think Techie has had a good run through there. He's going to burn all his battery up to the line. He's getting a massive toe from the Alpine in front. And this should be a very good lap. He actually goes 5th fastest as Carl goes 3rd.
I'll likely put in PA. Let's see what this Bolts McLaren guy can do. Rounding the final corner, he stays position number 8. So that's basically set your grid with Carl just with a 5 place. He'll start P8. But Kamikaze in the Williams goes pole.
Yeah, wow, that is a very good lap from him. Very close between Kamikaze and Yuki Bear. So 3/1000ths of a second separating those two. But a very close session. And that is qualifying here for Tier 2 at Brazil. There we go. We've got an exciting race installed.
Sure will be, and it's going to be interesting to see what weather is around Brazil for the race. Obviously, Tier 3 had a little bit of rain at the end. May have caused a little bit of strategy mindset game. So, who knows what happens around Brazil here?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Jarabot, I'm not sure. We have absolutely no clue, but wow. Less than a 10th separating the top 4, and then just over a 10th separating that final top 5. That is a very close session. So, if qualifying is anything to go by, this race will be really, really close. But it does look very dry out there.
Definitely dry. So, this is what the drivers would have hoped, and they have received. But the question is there any rain coming, or is it completely dry?
Yeah, it's
So
36 laps, so there's plenty of chances for rain to come, but we'll see if it happens tonight.
Definitely some different strategy calls will be bolted on to the strategies as well. So that'll be interesting. Let's see what the drivers are starting on. Most of the drivers are starting on softs.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
That's very interesting, especially considering how you wouldn't expect to see that from this track, but maybe they do know something that we don't, as we're going to get a 5 red lights here at Brazil for Tier 2, and we are underway. It is a good start from Kamikaze, however, and there's a bit of a glitch actually happening. It says Whiff Matif is actually first, but that's not the case. So Kamikaze, though, gets the better start of Yuki Bear, and Coda in 3rd, and Zodzi getting past Techie around the outside. It looks like everyone's ghosting for each other. This glitch should fix itself after lap 1, and it actually has. So back to normal, it seems. Kamikaze first, Yuki Bear second, Coda 3rd, and then we have Zodzi, Techie, and Shifty Wizard getting past Boltsaru in 6th, as Carl going wide, and that's going to invite Squash Josh down the inside, and Squash Josh takes the position with Camelo looking to go around the outside of Carl, and he's going to go for the inside now, and he's going to go for it on Squash, and that's going to be Camelo almost spinning around, but he keeps it together. That is some close racing. The elbows are getting out here as there's contact, and Carl gets sent spinning into Josh with damage. That is so unfortunate for him, but what a chaotic and crazy start here at Brazil.
Definitely is. There's a lot of carnage down the back, but obviously Kamikaze maintaining that lead, and the Haas were going in. He's got some damage on the Haas as down the back at the start of the lap. Actually, we saw the Alpine and I saw the Alpine and the Aston Martin collide together down into the swooping left-hander in sector 1. So a little bit of damage to the Aston Martin as the Haas and the Aston Martin and the Alpine have pitted to replace the damage, but it's Kamikaze still out in front. No significant changes so far.
Yeah, close start And it looks like all these drivers are going to be sticking together in the DRS train. That's what Brazil really does provide. As long as you stay in the DRS train, you have a good chance of doing well without the safety cars or anything like that. So just got to hang on to it, as Squash Josh actually is not doing that, and he's right on the edge of the DRS. So we'll see if anyone falls out of it, but I don't know if this thing's glitched still, because it says with me TIF is a minute. It's minus a minute, the gap to the car in front. So that's interesting, as Kamikaze gets passed by 2 cars and Yuki Bear will take the lead.
Quickly takes the lead, and Osgo takes that fastest lap of 109 on that sauce. As the Haas runs a little bit wide, this might open it up for the Williams, but the Haas will have that DRS. So Coda will stay in that P2, trying to chase down his championship leader Yuki Bear. So Zoddy and Kamikaze are trying to work together to get back up the front. So the Williams 3-4, second place in the championship, Swifty Whizzer in the Aston Martin is fifth. He's up a place, but the main movers is definitely the RB of its Detto and the Ferrari of Hoof and Hoof. Nice name for the Ferrari driver, but back up front, everybody's trying to stay in that DRS train, and it looks like we have a DRS train all the way down to 10th at the moment.
Yeah, very big train, as Magic just barely hanging on to the DRS, and he hits the grass, I think, on the entry. That will cause him to lock the rears. I'm surprised he did not spin there, but he either locked up or hit the grass on entry, and that's going to cost him DRS and also 11th place. So Dido is now, yeah, out of it. It's first to 10th this DRS train, as Coda has taken the lead from Yuki Bear.
Yeah, so Coda is getting pressure from Yuki Bear down into second sector. Yuki Bear takes the lead back from the Haas. The Williams are watching this battle, and they're trying to figure out when is the right move to get it done, as there is an Aston Martin of MJ Roller up ahead. So hopefully MJ Roller can get out of the way and keep this battle. As Zoddy just runs a little bit wide a little bit. Don't know if that was a warning or not, but it was certainly very close if it was track limits. But they all seem to be pretty bunched up, just like Tier 3 and Tier 4 earlier in the week and last Sunday, I should say, as they both ran last Sunday. But she's all single file at this stage of the race, as it's lap 4 of 36 coming down to 5.
Yeah, so we'll see if Coda will try to make a move on Yuki Bear for the lead again. It will be an attempt, I'm sure. Or will he back out, go and have it for the next straight? He does back out of it, so he will look to get past Yuki Bear depending on his corner exit out of turns 1 and 2 down towards turn 4. However, he's a little bit far back, but he might not even consider trying to make the move. Just stay patient in the DRS, as nothing really will change if you go for it too early. Might as well stay patient, as Dido getting past Magic Shot. So that will be this little DRS train forming all the way down to top in 17th.
Yeah, so 2 packs splitted by the Alpine and the RB. 2.6 separate both packs, as everybody is recharging that battery, wanting that extra power down the front straight so they can make those moves. So will Coda go for the move this time, or will Yuki Bear keep it in front? We're about to find out, as Coda's starting to use his DRS a little bit, comes up behind the Ferrari, opens that DRS. Looks like he's going to go to the move. He's going to go inside, outside. Which way he's going to go? He's going to go to the inside, try and get P1 down the inside. The Haas retakes the lead from your championship leader, Yuki Bear. The Williams are still watching his behind. Now, Yuki Bear has that DRS down the second straight in the first sector. Is he going to go for a move? Yes, he is. Up the inside. Yuki Bear retakes the lead from the Haas. So a little bit of DRS train swift switch and swap here at Brazil.
Yeah, it was that's the thing, the detection for, oh, and there we go, Carl gets the first penalty of the race. That's unfortunate for him. But yeah, the turn for that second straight, the DRS detection is through turn 1 and 2. So if you get the move done into turn 1, then you'll most likely get overtaking again. So you really got to pick and choose where you're overtaking and when you're trying to get past that car in the DRS.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting as we saw I saw the Williams just lock up the brakes into turn number 8 in the second sector through the turns. As here comes the Haas again, he retakes the lead. Yuki Bear looking to get that DRS. He will have that DRS. Is he gonna do the same as he did last time? As they're straight lining down into turn 4, is that Ferrari gonna make a move? No, he'll just hang behind that Haas and try and recharge up that battery, but the Haas now leaves the Brazilian Grand Prix for Tier 2 as the Williams are still working behind in P3 and 4. P3 and 4. P5 is Shifty Whizzer holding a very strong P5, and it's interesting to see Osgo on the softs, 6 laps on the softs and retaining the 6th place. So very nicely managed tyres, I believe, for that Mercedes. But here we go again, Maxi Boy. DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, so Yuki Bear, he'll probably go for the move on Coda. He does not need to burn too much battery, just go onto the hot lap, and he will breeze past the Haas and retake the lead here with Kamikaze following in behind Bolt Saru and Squash Josh going side by side. As something's happened to Kamikaze, he's crashed, he has spun out, and that will be a safety car. Oh dear. And that is Kamikaze, the man who was on pole position and in a really comfortable position, has spun out of turn 1 and 2. I don't know if that was another car or on his own, and it's bringing out the safety car. This is the time for the soft runners to pit, I think.
Yeah, so the Williams has massive wing damage. His full wing is gone, so you'll definitely want to make that change. But obviously, it's going to be a dry race. Don't count out these pit stops because basically anyone on the softs or mediums maybe may make the switch to the hards and maybe go to the end. So strategy calls will be in play, and who will make that decision whether to take that risk or stay out on these. Well, basically everybody's 7 lap on these softs, mediums, hards are all on the same lap. It's just the amount of wear these drivers have used over this lap. So let's see if any of them are coming in. So Yuki Bear comes in. Everybody's coming in. Okay, so we've got some action in the pit lane here, Maxi boy.
Oh, Zodzi has broken his wing. He has just clipped the back of Coda going into the pits, so I don't think he was going to be able to change the wing unless he... Yeah, I think he's gotten damage. I'm not sure. I think I saw something come off the front wing. So Boltzaroo, Kahoot, Uffenhoof, and Formula Fish stay out as they start on the hard tyres, so they will inherit those positions. I just want to see... Yeah, Zodzi did get wing damage, so he's broken both bits of his end plate off the back of Coda, so going into the pits, he's misjudged his braking, and that has given the other Williams front wing damage. It's not been a good start for the Williams boys.
Yeah, they were running really well as well, and then obviously just there's a little bit of carnage, and that caused the safety car, and then yeah, just everybody coming into the pit. You don't know where they're gonna brake, and obviously they want to maintain it under the 80 kilometers per hour pit speed, and yeah, it can basically it can make and break your race. So wonder if this Williams will come back in. We don't know what he's going to do, but both his end plates are gone off the Williams, so don't expect it, as you should expect him to come into the pits to rechange that wing, or unless he can hold on to this. But in my opinion, Matthew Boy, I reckon I would change that wing.
Yeah, he's got a pit. He's going to be so vulnerable down, and he's actually going to stay out. That is not something I would do, considering how the middle sector here at Brazil, there's so many low speed corners. You really need that downforce. Like, yeah, you need a bit of straight line speed here, but you really need downforce for that middle sector. So I'm very surprised that he is staying out here. So We'll see what happens, but he's going to be an absolute boat in the corners, I think.
Yeah, the downforce would be absolutely horrendous on the Williams. And during the explanation of that wing, we saw Final Boss getting a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. So maybe he went over his delta time to go into the pits. We did see him go into the pits. I reckon that is a mistake because 17th GRL Matic
Yeah,
shot has
he's on
gone on
inters.
to the inters.
I
He's
was
gone
about
to
to say,
inters.
he might have made a mistake here. I think he might have accidentally put on the inters instead of the hards, so I
May,
think he's going to have
may
to
have
come
been a
back in.
may have been a misclick on the MFD. So, oh wow, don't think I've ever seen somebody come out of pits in inters in dry weathers before.
Yeah, at least not
So,
intentionally, that's for sure. That's not something you see every day. And the thing is, they're all catching back up to the safety car. So if it really was a mistake, then Magic is going to have to pit and he's going to lose so much time. The safety car will probably be very late in coming in as... Actually, no. We'll go on again. So we'll see if Magic actually hits. I don't know. He should.
I'd highly recommend. I highly recommend him going to the pits.
Yeah, must have been a mistake.
And there he goes. And he's into the pits. So don't know what tires he started on. Maybe he started on medium, so he'll go to hards as final boss. Obviously, with that 10, he'll come back in. Looks like he'll go back on to that hard compound tire.
Oh, and with me, Tiff has left the session. I might have him added. I'm not sure. I'll just check as we are under safety car.
Yes, Dante MJ Roller has been lapped.
And I do not have with me Tiff added. That is not ideal. So I will not be able to get him back in the session. Hopefully he can get back in. And if he comes into the chat, I can just get him to add me. Because I think he can... I might be able to see... if he sends a request from the lobby. So hopefully he can get back in. Someone can get him back in. But safety car should very much be in this lap. And Boltsaru will lead us away off this restart.
Here we go. Hopefully safety car coming in, and it is now. So when will the McLaren of Boltsaru go? Obviously warm up for his halves because they can get really cold really easy. So you see him swerving left and right. Basically everybody is swerving left and right to get those tires into temp. As Yuki Bear, your championship leader, has a 10-second penalty for causing a collision with the lap car of MJ Roller.
Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Oh my god, there's front wing damage. Oh, there's
no.
Oh.
I think
no.
something's happening here, and it's absolute carnage in the midfield. I think that might have been with me Tiff's AI causing that. I'm not too sure, but we go racing again. Coda on the attack on Zodzi, and he gets passes, and there's an Aston that's gone wide. I think that's MJ Roller, but Boltsaru leads us away. It's a good restart from him. Kahoot hanging back in second, but yeah, that was an absolute chaotic restart. All started from Yuki Bear hitting the back of MJ Roller, who was actually getting lapped, and that's what really caused it all.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Obviously Yuki Bear has that 10 seconds, and then she was basically carnage from there on back. Everyone was bunched up. There was literally no room for error. Everybody was 2-3 wide, trying to see when Boltsaru would go, and he went really late. So that definitely caused some carnage through the mid pack and towards the back. So definitely a lot of Stewart reports coming up tonight for our stewards, but everybody seems to be settling in, finding their grooves, and try and make these moves. As Yuki Bear is trying to get redemption, as DRS is now enabled, is he going to go for a move? He's going to go to the outside. Is he going to go to the inside? He goes to the inside of the Red Bull, and he makes the move for P4. So Yuki Bear up to P4, making the move down the front straightaway without DRS, so he might need to charge up that battery.
Yeah, so I'm just going to get with me back in the lobby. Just quickly tell him my EA is going to add me back. So hopefully he can get me added and back in. But yeah, Yuki Bear, he's got a lot of work to do. Unless there's another safety car, he can pit and serve that penalty. However, he's going to lose a lot of time. So he's got to make up these positions as quickly as he can. However, it's not the easiest track to pass is Brazil, so he's got to pick and choose where he does his overtakes and get it done very smart. So we'll see if Uff and Hoof works together and we'll let him through, be the team player. Will he just give him a bit of a run for his money for that final podium position, as Uff is actually nearly out of DRS. He just hangs onto it from Kahoot, and he will allow Yuki Bear to go past and up into third, as we see Zodzi down the inside. Even with the wing damage, he goes very deep into the corner, and that's almost contact, and there is contact. Oz Gokhan has nowhere to go there, and he gets wing damage, and I think that is a penalty coming Zodzi's way, and that is just unfortunate. And that's what happens when you stay out with wing damage. He's got to pit, I think. Otherwise, he's going to completely ruin multiple other cars' races, and the penalties will stack up after this race for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's in my books, that's a very wrong call from Zotzi. He should have pitted under the safety car. Obviously with the wing damage, it is very tricky to handle, and with both actually, so very unstable for the car, as everybody will be making moves. As yeah, that's very unfortunate for the Mercedes, just getting caught up with Zotzi. Obviously without a front wing or with end plates, your brakes don't work properly. They just don't work as normally as they usually would. So we're going to see the Williams come in. No, he's going to stay out. This is interesting. The Williams is staying out with his broken wing, as here comes Ozgo and Zotzi again. They're going to make a contact. No, Ozgo says, I'll take that place and get in front of you.
Alrighty, I'm just going to quickly get with me Tiff accepted. He is back in the lobby, so just in case he drops out again, I will get him invited. So there we go. Yuki Bear has taken the race lead with Kahoot sitting back in second, 14 lap old hard. So this is a perfect situation for Yuki Bear to just run away. Everyone else, he's got a little bit of a shield here with these two guys who are on the older hard tires, and Koda then on the fresher hards. He's going to want to get past Boltzaru and Kahoot as quick as he can to catch back up to Yuki Bear. As now we go, with me Tiff has left again, so at least I can get him back, as I've just had a massive screen freeze. You love to see it with me Tiff. Where is he? There we go. So Kamikaze on the attack, and he gets past Squash Josh and up into ninth. And I don't think, yeah, Oz Gokhan, he's actually got wing damage too, so it might not be too much for him to be hindered by it, but that is really going to cost him a lot of time throughout the lap, as something's happened. I think that was salt for my chips, or it might have been magic. I'm not too sure. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, but I think it is all good now.
All set, because Paul My Chips just had a little bit of moment coming out of the one left-hander in sector 1. So it's interesting to see Corbett. Salt for My Chips gets the 3-second time penalty for exceeding his warnings on track, but Corporate John Cena in the Alpine is surprisingly staying within the DRS of Yuki Bear, so maybe expect the Alpine to make some moves. Obviously he's on that old hard tyre, and Yuki Bear is on that new fresh hards, as Top of My Chips just loses a little bit in the third sector, but we're all clean and green, so yeah, it's interesting to see what this Alpine can do to try and keep up with Yuki Bear, but Corridor might need to get a move on if he wants to battle for this win.
Yeah, I mean, he only has to stay within 10 seconds, so Kahoot, But he's got some pace, so I'm surprised he hasn't lost as much time as I thought he would have on those older hards. But he's absolutely flying at the moment, keeping up with Yuki Bear. So, and there's, another 3 second pen for Carl. That is 6 seconds. It has not been a very good race for him. And it's unfortunate for the RB driver, but we'll move back to the front. And it looks like, will we see Coda potentially go for a move? I don't think so. He's very far back, but Shifty Wizard does get past Boltzaroo up into 4th place.
Yeah, so Aston Martin making moves early on and trying to, if that 10 seconds still remains for Yuki Bear and Swifty will keep in that 10 seconds, this may cause a little bit of championship moves. Potentially, we're not entirely sure, but no, the Aston Martin is making moves really quickly as he is P2 on a championship, so this could bring the battle closer as Formula Fish makes a move for 6 on Osgo Khan for 6. He's on the older hard, so that was a good move by the Red Bull as the kick salva of Squash Josh just makes the tiniest bit of contact on the rear of the Merc. I wonder if he has damage or not. I don't think he sustained damage as it wasn't hard contact for Squash Josh. So all looks good as we got a few drivers pitting. That's top for my chips, and he's retired in the pit lane. So unfortunate end for that Alpine, but here comes Cody. He's got DRS. He's really close. Goes to the outside. He takes P2 and coming after Yuki Bear.
Yeah, so Coda is on the attack. This is actually his first Wallaby race. He made his debut in Rapid last night in Tier 2, and he's now here joining the Wallaby grid as a reserve this week. I think he's a reserve. Not a full-time just yet, and he's really proving to the TPs right now that he is one to watch for in this tier, as he has a really good chance on winning this race unless something major happens, because there's one car now actually in between him and Shifty that needs to pit. So it looks like the battle for the win is heating up.
Definitely is. They're all pretty close. So within I guess I would say we're all in a second each other. They're 1.2. So the top 4 within 1.2 seconds of the top 4. So let's see if that Aston Martin can get past, as WRL top gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings on track. But Shifty is probably trying to, well, we would want to make the moves to try and battle for the win as Coda takes the lead in the half. The newcomer in WRL making his name known, but Yuki Bear will have that DRS down into the second straight. Opens that DRS, goes to the outside, so wanting that outside lane, and he takes back P1.
Yeah, so a little switcheroo there between those guys. Kahoot hanging very close still. So he's going to really benefit maybe from an overcut potentially on Uffenhoof. He was fighting him throughout this race, and I think Boltsaruki's still up there as well. He hasn't pitted yet, so we'll see if they go hard soft or hard medium. It's probably about time shortly to go into the mediums as Formula Fish down the inside on Squash Josh. Squash Josh will have the outside, which will be the inside for the next corner. And they're still going to go side by side. And there's going to be the lap car getting in the way as the Williams of Kamikaze tries to get past as well. And he's now going to go side by side with Fish down the main straight. And it's going to be a massive tow in the slipstream. And they're going to, I can't really tell what's happening because the car in the middle ghosted. But it's going to be Kamikaze on the outside, Squash Josh on the inside. And there's going to be contact as Squash Josh, I believe, turns in a little bit too much on Kamikaze. And that will keep him in P7 as Carl Faniza getting involved as well. He's going to try and make the move. And they're going 3 wide into the exit of turn 4 and turn 5. But absolutely heating up in the midfield is this battle. Holy moly.
That is very close. I bet you that lap car of NJ Roller just it may have just completely confused everyone, thinking, why is he ghosting? And ultimately, when you can see the ghost car on your screen, you don't know where the side pods or where the actual car is. Like, you'd be able to see it, but also it's very hard to know where you're braking and what line you're on. What basically are you trying to make a move? But it's very hard to see a ghost car in front of you. So that's definitely a challenge for these guys in the midfield. But Yuki Bear and Koda still battling for that P1. Shifty still remains in P4. It's Corporate still in P3 on those hards. So really interesting. That's Koda. Still makes his name known. He goes back to P1.
Yeah, Coda back into the lead of this race. We have about 15 laps to go, 14 and a half now, so still plenty of time for things to happen in a safety car. That would help out Yuki Bear a lot. Also would help out the guys who haven't pitted it yet, like Kahoot. He is 21 laps and in third. This could really get benefit from a safety car, but someone like Coda will definitely be hoping that no safety car happens, as he has a very good shout on winning this race at the moment. But Shifty Wizard, he's still there, and Kahoot, yes, yet still to pit. So we'll see if Yuki Bear goes for the lead again, and he gets past Coda.
Sure does. So this battle retains its streak as Yuki Bear retakes the lead. He's on hot lap mode. Coda's actually on medium, so looks like that Ferrari just wants to get that little edge out in front to try and keep Coda away. As Kamikaze gets a 3 seconds for multiple warnings on track, so a few penalties are starting to come alive here as we see all the old hard runners that didn't pit under the safety car coming for medium, so they'll be quick on those mediums. So we'll be able to see how quickly they can gain on those mediums as they are fast, they are fresh, they are new compared to 13, 14 lap old hards for the rest of these drivers who have just pit basically under the safety car. But Coda is eyeing that red bullet out in front. It's the red Ferrari of Yuki Bear, and Coda is trying to hunt him down. Will he make a move? Will he keep behind and keep that DRS? We're about to find out. Is he going to make the move? He stays behind, almost gets his his front wing, excuse me, onto the back of the Ferrari, and there goes Aston Martin. He finally makes the move for third, so don't count out this Aston Martin. He's on a charge. Coda looking for a move. No, he remains in P2 behind the Ferrari Yuki Bear, but the top three that pitted under safety car are all within each other, so this is going to be a intense fight to the end.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to watch, as this is the only now DRS train for the lead. Everyone's dropped back. Oz Gokhan with the wing damage as Formula Fish is the next driver to pick up a penalty. Just after pitting onto those mediums, he gets a penalty. That's the next driver to get one. So we'll see. When will Kahoot jump into the pits? He might do it this lap. I'd say this is probably the right way to go, as Dido, another driver getting a penalty. Everyone getting pens now, as Kahoot will dive into the pit. So it's now going to be a shootout for the remaining 11 laps between Coda, Yuki Bear, and Shifty Wizard on track, and ultimately will end up being Coda or Shifty Wizard taking the win, as Coda takes back the lead.
Yeah, so Corporate was very close from getting the 10 seconds in the pit lane, but that doesn't matter because Yuki Bear is starting to try and claw back into that Haas as Boltzerud goes P1 in the fastest laps with a 109.0. So we wonder if we can sneak into in the eights on these mediums. We'll see, but if he keeps improving these time on the mediums, that don't count him out. But he's a little bit far behind. So we'll see what he can do. Maybe a late safety car could play into his hand, but Coda and Yuki Bear and Shifty still fall within the DRS of each other. So these guys are gonna have to play mind games. When are they gonna make the moves? But all in all, it looks like just P1 and P2 at this stage, just trying to switch positions, but don't count out Aston Martin. He's got some serious paces. Here comes Yuki Bear again. Tries to make a move up the inside, doesn't quite get it. He'll get the second helping of DRS down the second straight as WR Top gets another 3 seconds. Yuki Bear to the rear ring, to the inside. He retakes the lead. The Ferrari and the Haas. What a battle this is.
Yeah, it's an incredible battle so far. Shifty was a hanging back, so anything that happens can benefit the Aston Martin quite heavily here. So he's just got to sit back and be patient and just wait, because he might get an opportunity, especially on the last lap. You do want to be second going on to the last lap behind in the DRS, so see what happens as Dido is the next driver to get lapped after having a little bit of off-track excursions, and he gets a penalty for 10 seconds for exceeding track limits. I think he's just trying to get out of everyone's way, so that is his race probably done. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires shortly, as Coda is going to go for it back down the inside, and he is going to take the lead back from Yuki Bear.
Yeah, so this battle is heating up. It's getting to that later stages where positions are key to set up for the final lap, but Yuki Barracuda don't worry about that. As the Aston Martin makes contact with the Haas and he goes a little bit wide. Does he have any damage? Not by the aerial shot, he doesn't, but still within DRS, so he might need to catch up to the Haas, but trying to go for a move on the Haas as well, trying to go around the outside while the Haas was on the inside, and that didn't work as Coda just wanted that space just so we could stay behind Yuki Bear, and it'd be very unfortunate if that move may cost Shifty a helping of DRS. We'll see down his front straight, but Coda is still hunting down that Ferrari, so number one battle tonight. It's definitely first and second. Looks like Shifty has gone to DRS. He has. So don't count him out. He can make some moves as Coda now retains the lead into turn one, into turn two. Yuki Bear will get that second helping DRS. He's a little bit further behind this time. So is Yuki Bear using? He's staying that slipstream, but he will remain behind the Haas of Coda.
Okay, Squash Josh getting past Kamikaze and Ozgokan, still leading this big group of cars. And Boltsaru, he's actually caught back up to Kahoot, and he will get past him for P10. So that is Boltsaru getting past on those. They're a little bit more worn compared to Kahoot, however, he's got them fired up, so he will look to extend his gap. However, these two can work together to get back into this group of cars, and potentially a really good result in this race, as two of the drivers ahead have penalties, 3 of them actually. However, Ozgo Khan's 11 seconds behind Yuki Bear, so the worst result for Yuki at this point in time will be third, so not too shabby for him.
Yeah, not too shabby for him, but obviously Shifty in that top 3 is a definite threat to the championship. But while you were watching mid-pack, I saw Yuki Bear just made a little bit of mistake. He was almost out of the DRS of the Haas, so that was a pretty scary moment for the Haas of Yuki Bear. But he's still got that DRS, and he's still within very striking distance with the Haas. So Shifty has come back into this from almost coming out of DRS. So these 3 are absolutely nailing it so far, and if it remains this way, Yuki Bear will keep that P3 as they basically have a 12-second gap to the next pack in P4, which is led by Ozgo Khan. But back to the battle up in front. It's the Haas versus the Ferrari versus the Aston Martin.
Yeah, so top 3. I can't tell, my wheel is fully disconnected, guys. It's all good, Dido. If you really can't do anything, just try, I don't know, what you're supposed to do here. If you can't come into the pits and retire, then you just cut a bunch of corners, get disqualified or something. But Yuki Bear, he's going to get past and taking the lead once more as Squash Josh gets a penalty. So it looks like that's 3 drivers now in this group that have penalties. So Camillo and Techie and Ozgo Khan ahead will benefit massively from this. And even Boltzaroo and Kahoot, they have caught up into the 3 seconds range almost. The DRS together is working as Dita has managed to retire. All good. So with not many laps to go, it's going to be a close finish between top 3 and also this battle for P4.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, obviously, DRS says WR toll.
Oh!
Safety car. We've got a safety car.
Oh no! That is unbelievable. I was not expecting that to happen. But Top has just crashed at turn 1 or turn 2, I think it was. And he is out of this race, bringing out a late race safety car. And I think Yuki Bear is going to be absolutely livid right now. And this actually screws over the top 3 because they have not been able to pass the safety car. The safety car's come out ahead of them, and everyone else is coming into pit for fresh softs. So, or mediums, softs, mediums, they're going to be absolutely rapid towards the end. The top 3 are in trouble.
Oh, they're definitely in trouble here. That is not what they needed. Oh, that is very unfortunate for Yuki Bear, Coda, and Shifty. We're just hoping that they can maintain their positions or at least try. But you never know. These softs could be very OP because they may be new. So it's anyone's game at the moment as Top has just created an absolute, well, what could be a thrilling finish to tier 2 tonight. So,
Yeah.
Yuki Bear will be fuming. I'm feeling his emotions, that he would be raging so bad. He'd be, I can't even explain it.
Yeah, he had the gap because it was 11 seconds to Ozgokan before that safety car. So, he's actually coming in. So Yuki Bear and Shifty are coming to the pits, but Coda stays out. I think they have to pit here. It's so unfortunate, but the tyre difference is just so much. It's not going to work in Coda's favour, and these guys will absolutely obliterate him off the start. As I'm going to quickly invite Formula Fish back in here. I should have him added, as I've had a massive screen freeze once again. Fish. I should have him added. I thought he's not out of the race.
Yuki Bear has served his 10 seconds in the pit, so that's all done for him as Shifty comes down in P8 and Yuki Bear down in P14 as MJ Roller being disqualified for ignoring yellow flags again. So
he's overtaking the safety car.
That's his night ended. Obviously he was a lap down. So what can Coda do? He's the only one out on 23 lap hards versus 1 lap mediums, 1 lap soft, maybe 3 lap softs for Zoddy. He's replaced the wing, so we'll see what he can do. But surely you gotta think safety car will be either in this lap or next lap.
Yeah, it'll probably be in next lap, I'd say, as Magic will still need to catch up. So it'll be a 3-lap dash to the finish. So plenty of incidents that can happen. But it'll also be very interesting to see, can Coda hold on to this win? He's on old hards compared to everyone's softs and the fresh mediums of Ozgokan. But we'll just see, because I feel like they had to have pitted. But Boltzaroo, he hits Zodzi, and that's going to give him a 10-second.
Coda just hit the safety car.
Oh, is that damage?
I don't know. It doesn't look to be, but he hit that safety car pretty hard. There's no damage on the halves, but he definitely hit the safety car.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, gotta be careful. The safety car can really catch you out here.
Oh, box has gone wide.
Oh, and that's invited Yuki Bear through. Who knows what happened there? He might have let him through or just gone off himself accidentally. But Magic will be catching up, and that will be the safety car in this lap. But what I'm interested in seeing is Yuki Bear. How much can he benefit from this? He's back on the fresh softs. He's got pace. He's got a lot to gain. Can he do it? A lot of people have pens up the road, so he can benefit from this. But we'll just see, because the racecraft in the midfield is going to get a little bit sloppy as everyone's going to be fighting for these key positions right at the dying laps of this race. So it's going to be a very interesting finish, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the championship driver standings. So Yuki Berra is only leading by 8 points over Shifty. So by my calculations, I think if it stays this way, as safety car comes in, Shifty will retain the lead. But you just hope that Shifty and Yuki Bear can make up their gains just from the pit stop, because that was very unlucky timing. But we're back to green.
Yeah, Coda gets us going again, so he's going to have some work to do if he wants to hold on and take his first ever win on his debut as well. So an unbelievable debut for Coda. However, Ozgokhan will be on the attack, especially in the middle sector. That's where his tyres are going to be so much quicker than the Haas. However, he hasn't really gained too much, so Coda's going to be absolutely pushing to the absolute maximum if he wants a chance of winning this race.
It's very close. It's very close. So it obviously DRS is not enabled until next lap. So they're all within DRS of each other. So it's a base of DRS chicken. When are you going to make the appropriate moves? Don't get penalties. Don't make the wrong moves that can cost your race, because anything can cost your race in just basically a blink of an eye. So here comes Ozgo on the mediums. It's interesting to see him opt for the mediums. Maybe he had no new softs. As he goes to the outside, he passes the Haas, and he takes the lead for the very first time. 3 wide into turn 1. Is this gonna? Oh, they've all made it through. Oh, there's contact.
Oh my god, Camilo's gone through up into third, so this is an unbelievable battle. Josh making it 3 wide. He's going to try and send it down the inside of Ozgokhan. He pushes him off. Someone else has gone off, and Camilo goes through. There's absolute drama down out of turn 4, and it's a Haas 1-2 at the moment. So can these Haas work together and solidify themselves a potential 1-2 finish? Because they're in prime position to do so as we're about to go on to the last lap.
Pure chaos here in Tier 2. We knew this safety car would cause carnage, and we just got gifted some carnage. So there was like 10 cars all within one pack. It was 2-3 wide heading into turn 4. But this is your main lap. The final lap of Tier 2 Brazil is now go. Who is making moves? Who will get up there? Camelo takes the lead. Coda maintained P1, and now it's back down to P3. Oh, everybody make it safe through 1 and 2. Yes, they do. This is your basically your second final chance in the DRS. Here comes Yasser Martin. He's gone up to 5th. He's up the inside. McLaren, he makes the move. This is going to be a very tight finish, Maxi boy.
Yeah, so here we go. It's going to be Camilo versus Kahoot for the win here. This Kahoot, all he needs to do is stick really close. He also needs a lot of battery. Camilo has more battery than Kahoot, but if he stays close enough, it's going to be a close finish. It's going to be a photo finish potentially. But Camilo, he's going to be absolutely rapid as Kahoot gets a little bit squirrely on the exit there. So final corner, Camilo here we go. Who gets the better exit? It's actually going to be Camilo, but Kahoot will have the battery. Camilo's also got the battery. They're going to be burning. It's going to be a battle for the line. And Kahoot, he'll have the slipstream. He pulls out to the right-hand side. And it's going to be Kahoot who wins the Brazilian Grand Prix by the barest of margins. 0.03 of a second. And Kahoot will win in Brazil. What a finish.
That was insane. Kahoot gets it done and he gets driver of the day. What a drive from that Alpine. Oh, last lap chaos, and oh my god. Have we just been treated to something special? We just watched something special at the end there.
Yeah, that was a brilliant finish. The safety car really giving us a treat at the end there as Kahoot takes the win, Camilo second, and Coda on his Wallaby debut on the 3 lap old hards gets P3. A brilliant drive from him. Shifty was a P4, Techie P5, Ozgokhan P6, Yuki Bear recovers to P7. A brilliant drive at the end there. And with me Tiff 8th, Uffenhoof 9th, Squash Josh 10th, Magic Shot 11th, we've got Kamikaze, Formula Fish, Kalfaneza, and Zodzi rounding out our points finishes with Boltsaru in 16th getting fastest lap. I'll get these full results for Goffy, but yeah, unbelievable finish. I'll get these guys into the VC. I'll just have to tag them in general chat. But yeah, that was a brilliant race.
That was, and also you saw on your screen, Kahoot with driver of the day. There is no doubt. He came from P15. P15, stayed out on those hards, made the right call. Well, the safety car actually came out at the right moment. So that definitely helped Kahoot get the win, and we'll get these guys in the comments box for some interviews. Yeah, wow. That's an easy drive of the day for basically all of us watching.
Yeah, great finish, Coda. Congrats, mate. P3. So just join the VC and we'll get an interview with you, and we'll also get Kahoot in here. But yeah, so Camilo's in here. We just need 2 more, and Kahoot's in here. We just need to get Coda in the VC, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, there we go. So, perfect. Everyone's here. Alrighty, I'll kick us off here with Coda. So, Coda, Wallaby debut, and you get P3. An unbelievable drive from you. You had race-winning pace throughout the whole thing, and you were working really well with the other guys. Talk us through your race. How do you feel with the podium on debut?
Honestly, I'm very upset because I mean I know I should be happy it's my debut, but I was on for a win there. If you look at the last few laps, I was behind Yuki. I think that Aston was behind me. I was so close to a win, but I mean P3 I can't complain. It's just I wish it could have ended differently for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, brilliant race from you. You're working really well with Yuki, and Shifty was doing quite well at the end there. And even with on those hards at the end of the safety car, you still had some incredible pace.
Yeah,
So,
I tried my best.
yeah.
I mean, whatever I could do with the tires, I try to keep it alive. But I mean, at the end of the day, right, the softs are faster. So, I mean, good job to Camilo and Kahoot. They deserve it as well. And I'm very proud of Pass in general. And I'm just so glad that I was given an opportunity. And I hope that this is just the beginning.
Yeah, great debut from you. And you're a reserve as well, so really showing to the TPs your potential. And yeah, so if you do race, I think next week is the mystery round, so it's a 100% race. You don't know what the track is until you get into the lobby. So if you are reserving again next week, how do you feel for that?
I mean, I'm very excited. If I am given the opportunity, I would love to do a mystery 100%. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I think it's alright. Well, congratulations, Coda, on the P3, and we'll move on to P2. Jetman, you want to kick us off with Camillo?
Yeah, Camillo, what a race. You came from deep in the field as well, from P13 up to P2. Man, how was your race? That was insane to watch.
I know, it's honestly one of the best drives I've ever had. I mean, I went P13 and then I lap on collision, so I went P20 and then P20 all the way up to P2 on the same set of hards. It was insane. I mean, everything just came to me. Yeah, it was just incredible. I don't know how it's been pulled off, but it's been a good round for Haas. We've won every single tier except for this one. But I mean, a P2, P3 I'll take, so really good.
It was really good, and the safety car definitely playing in your hands as well. So, talk us through the mindset. Like when you saw the safety car, obviously everybody's mindset was pit, and everybody basically made the right call, and you just marched your way through the field. Like you had some brilliant speed out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't slow. Qualifying's been a bit of a struggle. Because I mean, people like Kamikaze and all that's been doing like 25.5s at Silverstone. It's a good tier 1 time. I mean, I can't do that, but I can definitely have some race pace, which is shown today.
And obviously, mystery round next round. Are you kind of looking forward to it, or are you a bit nervous?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the tracks, but they're always good fun. So, yeah, be good fun.
Well, congratulations on your P2, and Maxi Boy, take it away with our winner from tonight's event.
Oh, good. Wow, Kahoot. An unbelievable finish last night for you in Rapid, getting P3, and the icing on the cake tonight with a win. Talk us through your race. Huge congrats.
Yeah, I was kind of banking on tonight being a bit wet to be at the front, and race didn't start so well because I had 2 warnings almost immediately, just being a bozo. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it easy. Started hard. Yeah, early safety car. I just stayed out. And yeah, long story short, we turned into an open lobby. So, I mean, it's a bit of a bump fest. I mean, the only contact I made, shock, was with Camillo because I was on his inside and he just never seems to see anyone. But it's fine. Camillo, I got you.
Yo.
I'll take you to Specsavers. No, I'm joking. Not that deep. I ended up ghosting, and like 2 people more hit each other, so it kind of worked out. Then yeah, I knew he'd obviously try to save the battery last lap, which is literally with this game, it's what anyone would do. So I kind of just chilled out and yeah, hoped I had enough juice in me to get across the line, and well, I beat him by the size of, a bee's dick. So I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Like I'm not sure if the lads know, but I only got about 5 weeks left in me for some obvious reasons. So taking a nice Wallaby win is yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be here for once. I can almost guarantee it's probably the only time I'll be here. So I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it, Maxi.
Yeah, all good. Huge congrats. With not many races to go, mystery round next week. How are you feeling for that?
Yeah, mystery round.
There's a few
Mystery.
tracks on there.
As long as I'm not driving into any walls, I should be fine, no matter what the track is. But in saying that, as long as it's not Monaco.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Monaco's
will
banned in this league anyway, so you're lucky there.
As it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, now feeling good for whatever it is. I'm 50-50 on making it anyway, so please, hopefully it's a good track. Actually, hope it's an absolute stink for me, so just in case I miss out, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, take it.
Oh, huge congrats on the win. The barest of margins down to the line. That is it. Do you have anything else you want to say, Jetman?
Brilliant racing, boys. Great night overall. Thanks for having me in the comment spots. It's actually my first WRL. basically comms talking, so like commentating a race. So it was good, and I'll come back for more, no doubt.
Yeah, well, great to have you here, mate. Hopefully we can have you back in the comms box in future races. But that's it, everybody, for Wallaby Racing League Tier 2 tonight at Brazil. It'll be Tier 1 tomorrow night, where Frizy will be leading the comms for the Tier 1 lads. So make sure to tune in for that. But other than that, that is it for tonight, and we'll see you next time. Farewell.